Hello, I'm Lorinda Chandler, and welcome to this edition of Tiger Eye News for the third week of November. There's a lot going on here on campus, but at least one story is very disturbing to fellow Tigers, and that's the recent death of a student, and the action and investigation that have followed in its wake. So what's going on? Here's more from one Tigers Roar reporter who's working hard to find out.
Hello, this is Sylvia Alls with Tiger Eye News here, reporting to you from Savannah State University. I'm sure a lot of you know about the incidents and investigations that have been going on in regards to the recent band member that passed away. One reporter with Tigers Roar newspaper who is very well informed about the situation is none other than Diorlena Natera. Miss Diorlena Natera, can you tell me exactly what happened with you this past Saturday?
Well, on Saturday, we were, the layout designer of the newspaper and I were coming back up to the office to make some corrections for our print edition. I was let in by a student that was already in the building, and then security came and opened the office for me. And then we went in. A few minutes later, Taylor came in, which is the layout designer, and we started working on a paper. The officers came in about an hour into us being in the office. It was a male and a female, and the female officer said that it wasn't just a death that went on, that they think it was a murder, and that the GBI was investigating, and that they thought that there was evidence in Kennedy, and so the whole building was on lockdown. And then we were told to leave, that we had to leave. And it was a very, hostile, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was attitude, it wasn't anything, it wasn't like, oh, can you please leave? It was, you have to leave, please, get out, it's on lockdown. So that's what I was told, and that's what I reported. Well, not only did I write a story, but I was also, as soon as the police came and started talking to me the way that they did, I called my other advisor, and I was telling her that they were telling me to leave, because obviously I was on deadline, and I had to explain, I had to have a reason why I wasn't going to get these corrections done. So I called her, and she's hearing the entire conversation she's hearing everything that the police say to me on the phone. And so once I left the office, I wrote that story about what happened to us, what we were told about the lockdown and the investigation. Yeah, we're still working on the story. We're still waiting on GBI to give us more information to prove that, clear our name, prove that we are a credible source. We are students. We know, you know what I'm saying? We are the student. Our student paper is the voice of the student of Savannah State University. We are the independent voice. So any information that we get, we are going to put it out if it pertains to us. So that's what we're doing, and we are still working on this story.
All right. Thank you, Dior. Yeah. This is Sylvia Alls with Tigers Roar. Back to you.
We've told you before about the excitement surrounding the SSU Indie Film Fest. Here's more on the big event.
All right, I am Alfonso Berry from Savannah State University, Tiger Eye News. And today we have Professor Wanda Loy with me, and I just want to ask her a little bit about the Indie Film Fest. So Professor Loy, can you just give us a brief description on what the Indie Film Fest is about?
Well, it's not exactly a festival. It really is a workshop. We've heard from several students who are working on film projects, and they're very excited about it. And they wanted to have someone who is a professional look at their work. And so we have invited Janae Anza, who is a graduate of the American Film Institute in California, and he is going to conduct some workshops and talk to you students about things like lighting and how to get your work looked at and how to get funding and things like equipment and an array of information for students who are interested in film.
Right. Awesome. So, once again, I did hear that you said that you had a celebrity guest and Mr. Ansa is coming. Also, I want to ask you, when is the event? We want our Tigers to come to this event because it is very important.
Yes, it's November 20th and 21st. It's right here in the Kennedy building, and we will have some flyers and information up about exactly where the events will take place, what rooms. We're working on that still.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Loy, for your responses. Have a great one.
Very glad to help.
Once again, I am Alfonso Berry from Tigers Eyes News, and I appreciate everyone. Have a great one.
Not far from campus, a local hospital is making sure that some special high school students have a shot at a bright future. Here's more on Candler Hospital.
Jelena is a high school senior who loves her work at Candler Hospital. One of her duties is to restock the nurses' carts so that all the necessary medicines and devices are waiting and ready for the nurses who need them. She's very good at her job, but she wouldn't have it if she had not been a part of the SEARCH program.
Program is a national or internationally based program designed to work with students with disabilities to encourage them to gain job skills, life skills, and to become successful in the future.
The Search program is designed to meet the individual needs of each student. So it's possible that no two students would wind up doing the exact same thing at the hospital.
The program lasts up to an entire school year. It's usually their last year in high school, or it may be an extra year of after high school, but they are still students with Savannah Chatham County Schools. During that time, employment can happen at any time. It may be 1 rotation, 2 rotations, 3 rotations, which are about 10-week periods.
In a world where those with learning difficulties face so many challenges, the Search program is a way to help them find a bright professional future. The good thing about the Search program here at Candler Hospital is that most students who enter the program find jobs in the real world. I'm DeQuan Thomas, Tiger Eye News.
That's it for this edition of Tiger Eye News. I'm Lorinda Chandler, and we'll see you next time.